A tornado warning south of Montgomery. This storm is tracking into East Alabama soon. So if you're in Macon, Bullock counties, eventually Lee or Russell counties, this has the potential to affect us a little bit later on. A supercell thunderstorm. It's out kind of by itself. You've got that little appendage hanging down on the back end of it. So this is moving into Clay County now. This is well north of Bluffton. This is north of Fort Gaines as well. But still, if that strengthens, we're going to have to watch it as it moves into Quitman and Randolph counties eventually. If this storm continues this track, by the way, if this storm continues to head up to the east-northeast, Auburn, Opelika, Marvin, you're all going to be, Beauregard, you're all going to be under the gun. Notice, Olga, for this. If this storm continues this track. You have time now. You are not under a warning now. If you lived in a mobile home in these areas, this would be the time where you would want to think about where can I get to within the next 10 or 15 minutes where I can kind of shelter in place until this thing moves through.
Unfortunately, that's right along the I-85 corridor. So that's why we keep encouraging you guys, if you can avoid getting off the roads, if you can stay off the roads here for the next several hours and let this stuff pass through, because when a tornado warning is issued, you don't want to be out on the roads. You want to be in a sturdy shelter in an interior room of your home away from windows.
And I think the Weather Service in Birmingham is going to make a decision very soon on whether or not to extend that warning into Lee County. As we talked about, Beauregard, you would be directly in the path of this. The radar is looking at it, and the radar can tell the difference between what's a raindrop, what's a hailstone, and what's a piece of tornadic debris, and that's what we're looking at here. So that's why the Weather Service is able to confirm, there it is. There's a debris ball showing up. This is what we would see as far as a tornadic debris signature. That's the technical name for it. Yeah, Lauren, go ahead.
The Weather Service is very concerned about this. Understandably, they're saying it is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado, and they're about to issue a tornado emergency.
At Smith Station 226, Shotwell 223, Moffitt's Mill 221, Meadows Mill 217. Those are Central Time. This is not potential. This is not possible. This is a tornado that's down on the ground, a tornado emergency for Lee County. This storm will cross 280 soon. If you live in southern Harris County, if you live in northwestern Muskogee County, if you live anywhere Green Island Hills, Brookstone, Bradley Park, I would say be watching this. Be aware that this storm is moving in fairly soon. Muskogee County could go under a tornado warning. Southern Harris County could go under a tornado warning if this holds together. And based on what we're seeing now, there's really no reason to believe that they're not going to extend that warning over. Now, so this is North Columbus, and this is Southern Harris County. So this is south of Hamilton. This is places like Catawba. This is Ellerslie again. This is Waverly Hall again. We're calling out your names again. This is a new warning. This is anywhere on Interstate 185 from, say, the Smith Road exit 14, all the way up to exit 25, which takes you over to Hamilton. Hunter's Pub, you're right here. This is just south of you guys. Southern Harris County, northern Muskogee County. This is anywhere north of exit 6, north of Macon Road exit. We want you in a safe place immediately. This is going to miss Midtown. This is going to miss most of Uptown, we believe, tracking over the interstate, over Interstate 185 as we speak. Now that's going to eventually cross over Highway 27 here. So this is Veterans coming up out of Columbus, and that's going to cross over the town of Rehoboth, the town of Catawba, basically right here. So you guys are next. You guys are in line for this next. And the same places that had to seek shelter before, you need to seek shelter again. With this one, we also have reports now from Lee County officials, stay off the roads, especially in this area. And I would say, too, even in Auburn, Opelika, places like that, stay in if you can. There may be emergency vehicles, emergency personnel that need to get down into these areas that were probably hard hit by a large tornado.
If you were anywhere near Watley Crossroad, Creek Stand Church, Griffin Mill, right along Marvin on Highway 80, and then anywhere east along Highway 80 headed towards the Columbus area, go ahead and get in your safe place. Okay, so they haven't reached the county line yet in Harris County, but this is on Veterans Parkway headed towards Harris County, where it looks like that radio tower has fallen. Okay, we are also getting reports now of trees and power lines down on River Road, and people are in need of power. We've got multiple power outages in our area.
All traffic Highway 280 westbound being diverted. This is what I wanted to show you too. This is Talbot County. This big blob of blue that you see here on the map. This is the radar that has picked up still limbs, trees, pieces of houses, debris that's been lofted into the air, and this is the tornado debris signature that still tells us this tornado is on the ground and is causing issues north of Pobity Crossroads, heading toward Splanty here around Crossroad Church, Poplar Crossroads, Corinth Methodist Church. That's in the far eastern side of Talbot County. Get to a safe place now, as this is still a tornado that's been on the ground and likely has been on the ground for a while. Maybe even since Lee County. The fatalities, by the way, we're hearing were from the city of Beauregard with the storm that came through. As you're heading into Smith Station, you see some of the damage there. That was from Tim Channels. Thank you for sending that in to us, but some pictures there of some of the damage from earlier with that tornado. All right, let's take that. This is an up close, and this was on 27, I believe, right here. Yeah, this is that cell phone, radio tower, whatever it was. We believe this was on Highway 27, veterans going north out of Harris County into Muskogee County. Is that correct?
No, going into Harris County.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Going into Harris County from Muskogee County. So that was one of the big radio towers or cell phone towers that snapped earlier today with that big storm that came through. So that's an example of some of the damage that we had to deal with a little earlier today. There's the potential tornado. In fact, notice there was a little bit of a circulation down here south of there, but this has become the more dominant one, where you see that brighter shade of pink there right next to the green. That's your potential tornado, and that's where we want you to be in a safe spot, right through there, and this is tracking off to the east. So anywhere along 82, we're going to say very near Lugo, be in a safe spot. Eufaula, I really believe this is going to pass north of you, but you're still in the warning, and this is just too close for comfort, so I would still shelter in place if you're within the city. If you are north of the city, anywhere on 431, heading up toward Russell County, I'd be in a safe spot. Lake Point Resort, we want you in a safe spot. Alabama Highway 169, be in a safe spot as well.
So for those of you in eastern Barber County right now, you want to move to the lowest level of your home. If you have a basement, that's great. If not, go to an interior room on the lowest level away from windows. Oftentimes a bathroom is a good option. Get into the bathtub. If your kids have a bike helmet, you want to secure that on top of their head, because you definitely want to protect your head, and you don't want to be out on the roads.
If you're coming out of Glenville and Pittsview, or if you're coming north out of Eufaula, that stretch of 431 should be abandoned right now. Folks should be off the road, inside a building somewhere safe. And you see that on 431. If you're traveling 431 down to the beach, you look over to the left side of the road, you see the Gator stop up there, then you see Lake Point Resort. And those are places that have seemingly seen this tornado move right over, or at least very close. Lauren, go ahead.
We are getting reports now that the Eufaula Airport was hit, and as of right now, around High 431 in that area, it is impassable on the roads.
I don't think this is a separate tornado circulation, but the radar is definitely hitting debris, hitting something in the atmosphere there. We can confirm that by showing you the velocity view. We're not really seeing, again, a circulation here. So this is the area of concern down here, with a tornado on the ground in Stewart County, crossing 27 soon. A text message I received from John Morgan. This is Lee County Road 40, Lee County Road 2049. One house on Lee County Road 40 was destroyed, and I want to pull up this picture for you so you can see some of the damage that we were looking at in Lee County a little while ago with the storm that passed on through. And I have to tell you that our email inbox is absolutely full of pictures, of video that's coming in. We are getting a lot of information coming into the station as of right now, and I know that our staff is sorting through it all, trying to get folks out to where they can get to, where roads are still passable, where it is still safe for people to be able to get out and about. But this is a live view from Lee County Road 430 near Lee Road 294. That's around the Smith Station area. So that's where this shot is from. So this is some damage from a little while ago from the bigger tornado that moved through Lee County not that long ago. So this is the county line between Clay and Randolph County. So this is going to cross over that county line here pretty soon and pass just south of the city of Coleman.